Mavis Parker has started each day the same way for the past 4 years. Her alarm was always set for 6 a.m., but rarely ever got the chance to go off. After beating her alarm clock to the punch, she would stumble her way to the bathroom to splash cold water on her face to speed up the waking process. From there, she would proceed to get dressed, put on her shoes, and be out the door by the time her alarm should have been going off. Her run was as routine as the rest of her morning. She would run a mile down the road outside of town to a local nature trail, where she would run alongside the river for another half mile, past the cemetery, and eventually end up at a bridge overlooking the water, where she would take a short break to soak in the scenery before starting her 2-mile trek back home. Shortly before arriving home, she would run into her next-door neighbor, Miss Beverly, who always came outside to have her morning coffee this time of day. Maeve knew she was the real reason she came outside to have her coffee, so she would always stop and have a brief chat with her before heading inside. Once she returned home from her daily exercise, she would take a 25-minute shower, get dressed, and make herself some coffee, with 3 creams and 2 sugars to have with breakfast. After breakfast, she would go on about the rest of her day. Today is Saturday, and despite not having to work, Maeve will start this day just like any other.
Mavis.
Hey, Miss Beverly. How are you today?
Oh, as lonely as an old lady like me ever is. How are you today, hon? You look a little ill. Are you feeling sick?
Well, not that I'm aware of. I feel fine.
Well, you have these dreadful dark circles under your eyes. Makes you look terrible.
You sure know how to make a girl feel pretty.
Oh, you know I think you're plenty good looking.
I probably just didn't get enough sleep last night. I have the day off, so I'm gonna get some rest.
Yes, you better. I'd be happy to nurse you back to health if need be, though.
Oh, I bet you would. Have a nice day, Miss Beverly.
See you later, Maeve. Take good care of yourself.
Mavis Parker has started each day the same way for the past 4 years. Her alarm was set for 6 a.m., but rarely ever went off. She would splash cold water on her face to help her wake up before getting dressed, putting on her shoes, and heading out the door by the time her alarm should have been going off. She would run a mile down the road to a local nature trail, where she would run alongside the river for another half mile, past the cemetery, and eventually end up at a bridge overlooking the water, where she would take a short break before heading back home. Shortly before arriving back home, she would run into her next-door neighbor, Miss Beverly, and would stop briefly to have a chat before heading inside. Once inside, she would shower for 25 minutes and make herself coffee to go with breakfast. She did the same thing every single day. So why was today different? What did Maeve do wrong? Well, it's simple. She didn't hold her breath when she passed the cemetery, something she had done every day long before her routine had ever began, out of a superstitious fear that stemmed from a story her parents told her when she was young. And today, she simply forgot.